So in last video I told you the differences between arteries and veins. Now let us start with the rest of the two topics of the chapter, that is regulation of heart rate or your cardiac activity, better called as cardiac activity, and your circulatory, the different disorders of your circulatory system. The first thing, let us first come on to the regulation of cardiovascular activity, right? So the first regulation, which your NCERT also tells, and that is the most important thing, is your autoregulation. Right? First is autoregulation. What do you mean by autoregulation? Now I told you when I was teaching about cardiac cycles, and I was teaching about the conductive pathway of heart, that all the heart musculature, or what is the speciality of your cardiac musculature, that they are beating, they are spontaneously beating at some degree, right? I told you that without your pacemaker, normally also your heart will beat, but the heart rate will be very slow, that is around 40 beats per minute. I told you this, right? So please remember that for beating, for heart rate, for beating, that is not controlled by your brain, right? Most of all the functions of all of your body is controlled by your brain. But you must have also seen this in movies or listened somewhere, that if a person is in coma, what is coma? Coma means brain dead. That means that person's brain is no more working. Still also the person is able to breathe and is alive. Why is that? If not be able to breathe, they are on ventilator, but still their heart is working, their heart is pumping blood. That is why they are alive, right? So why is that? That is because your heart does not need your brain, the control of your brain to beat, right? Normally every function of your body, I am moving my hand, I am speaking right now, whatever I am doing, right, is controlled by your brain, and spinal cord together, called as the central nervous system. I will teach you about this, right, in your nervous system. But your heart is one of your organ which is not totally under the control of your brain, and it can beat on its own, right? So please remember, first is autoregulation, that all your cardiac musculature is always beating by itself. It does not need the control of your brain. And why is this main autoregulation happening? What is the pacemaker of your heart? That is your SA node, right? That is your SA node. तो कभी भी आपका SA node खराब हो गया तो क्या होगा? Your heart rate will slow down. Why? Because SA node is beating at the fastest speed, and because of that you have got 72 beats per minute in your cardiac cycle, right? The next is your nervous regulation. Now the function comes of your brain. Now with this, let me tell you, there is one more system in your body which is not concerned, which is not totally dependent on your brain, and that is your digestive system, right? वहाँ पे भी एक और तरह का nervous system वही local होता है, which is called as enteric nervous system, right? And that is not dependent upon brain. So these two things, some functions of your body can occur without the intervention of your brain. But main things, whatever I am speaking, I am doing, everything is because of my central nervous system, and without that you are good for nothing, right? Your heart will just beat, you will just be alive. So let's now look into the nervous regulation. The second one is nervous regulation, that is brain. Now when I will teach you brain and I will teach you about nervous system, this is the diagram of your brain, right? Your brain somewhat looks like this. Now there is this descending portion of brain which is called as pons and medulla, and here you have got a cerebellum, right? You will study the different parts of brain in CNS also, but for now understand that there is a descending portion of brain, from your skull box, from your skull, there is a descending portion of your brain which is called as brain stem, right? And in this brain stem, the first part is called as pons and the lower part is called as medulla, right? This lower part is called as medulla oblongata. Okay? Now this medulla oblongata, this brainstem will go down and will form your spinal cord, right? This is what is your spinal cord. So please spinal cord को कोई nerve मत समझना. I will also clear this in CNS. Spinal cord is not a nerve, but it is the extension of brain. It is the brain itself, right? It is CNS. CNS का दो part होता है, एक होता है आपका brain, एक होता है spinal cord, right? तो जो spinal cord का जो upper portion होता है, जो आपके skull में होता है, that is what is called as brain stem, right? Stem जैसे पकड़ा हुआ है इसको, that is what is called as brain stem, and the lower portion of this brain stem is called as medulla oblongata, right? Now this medulla oblongata is the center for control of rhythm. Control of rhythm. not rhythm actually, control of speed of your heart rate. ठीक है, control of rate, actually not speed, write it as control of rate of your heart, control of your heart rate. ठीक है, how many times is your heart beating? It is regulated by your medulla oblongata, and not your brain does not regulate the beating of your heart. It just regulate the pace or the speed at which your heart is beating. So there is a cardiac center, cardiac regulatory center, cardiac center in your medulla oblongata, which is responsible for the rate. Let me explain you this. When you are sleeping, your heart rate is very slow, but suddenly you wake up and you start running. What will happen? Your heart rate will go up, your heart rate will rise, your heart rate will become faster. So why is that? This is controlled by your cardiac center, which is present in medulla oblongata. This feels what is the need of oxygen in your body. As soon as when you are running, your skeletal muscles now require enough oxygen so that it can keep up, so that it can generate excessive energy so that you can run. So because of this excessive oxygen which is required, your blood flow should also increase to that particular organ. So to increase this blood flow, what will happen? Your heart will start beating fastly. So your heart will start beating fast. So who makes this heart beat fast? That is because of your cardiac center. This cardiac center judges what is the amount of oxygen, which is required by your body, and what must be the speed of the heart rate, so that your particular oxygen demand of your body is met. So your second regulation on heart is by your cardiac center, which is present where? It is present in medulla oblongata. You will understand better when I teach you nervous system, right? And the third one is hormonal regulation. It is written humoral, but it should be hormonal. ठीक है, hormonal regulation. ठीक है, what is meant by hormonal regulation? Hormone, that means it is regulated by hormones also. Your heart rates are also maintained by hormones. What are the two hormones which increase heart rate? So there are two hormones which is released in the time of your stress, right? Two hormones are released from a gland which is called as adrenal glands. These adrenal glands, the medulla of this adrenal glands, right? Where are these adrenal glands situated? This is your kidney. On the top of kidney there is a pyramid shaped gland. This is what is called as adrenal gland. Now any gland has two parts. Anything in your body can have two parts, right? One part is medulla. Medulla is always the inner part of any organ, and cortex is the outer part of any organ. So the medulla of this adrenal cortex, this is medulla, right? Medulla of this adrenal gland, ठीक है, medulla of this adrenal gland, this produces two hormones. This produces two hormones at the time of stress, and these are called as adrenaline, right? You must have listened about adrenaline rush, right? So this is what is called as adrenaline, which is also called as epinephrine, ठीक है, and है ना. अब याद रखना, इन दोनों का जो फंक्शन होता है वो सेम होता है, उल्टा नहीं होता है. बहुत लोग सोचते हैं एड्रेनलिन और नॉन एड्रेनलिन है तो इन दोनों का फंक्शन उल्टा होगा. नहीं, इन दोनों का फंक्शन सेम होता है, ठीक है, इन दोनों का फंक्शन सेम होता है, ठीक है. एंड नॉन एड्रेनलिन, ठीक है, which is also called as norepinephrine, right? And these hormones together are called as catecholamines of your body, right? These hormones together, these are called as catecholamines. We will study this again when I teach you hormonal control and coordination, right? That chapter. This is also called as catecholamines, right? Catecholamines, these two together. So whenever these are secreted in your blood, this will also go and act on heart and increase your heart rate, right? It will increase your cardiac activity. So when are these secreted? These hormones are specifically secreted when you are in stress, right? कभी भी आप देखे होंगे, आप एग्जाम देने अचानक से जा रहे हैं या कोई टीचर आपको तुरंत उठ करके क्वेश्चन पूछा दिया, what happens है ना, you're very comfortably now you're sitting at your home, and imagine that you were sitting in your class and suddenly I told you to stand up and answer one question. What will happen? You suddenly will go into the state of stress, and what will happen? These two hormones will be released by your adrenal medulla, and these will go on your heart and it will increase your heart rate, so that blood supply to your brain is increased, right? To your peripheral organs are increased, so that you can work better at that time. So these are called as your epinephrine and non-epinephrine. I hope you were clear with this. ठीक है, so there are 3 types of control which we studied till now: nervous regulation, hormonal regulation and autoregulation. Now in this you also have to understand one more thing, that in nervous regulation there are two types of nerves, right? One is sympathetic nerves and another are parasympathetic nerves. ठीक है, please you will understand this better when I teach you nervous system, but since it has been given in your book, I am telling you this. Sympathetic nervous system is that nervous system which will increase your heart rate, right? It will increase your heart rate, but your heart rate sometimes, you also don't need all the time your heart to beat so excessively, so that time your heart rate needs to slow down. So what system will that be responsible? That will, parasympathetic nervous system will be responsible for decreasing your heart rate, right? So please remember, the nervous regulation happens because of this nervous system, because of this medulla oblongata. So the nervous system which is responsible is called as ANS, or autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system. And this autonomic system is consisted of 2 systems: sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic and parasympathetic. ठीक है, parasympathetic. Now what will sympathetic system do? Sympathetic system will always increase your heart rate, it will always increase your cardiac activity, and parasympathetic system will always decrease your cardiac activity. So this was all about the cardiac activity, regulation of cardiac activity. You just have to remember 3 things. First was autoregulation, nervous regulation and hormonal regulation. You will understand again nervous and hormonal regulation better when I teach you these 2 chapters respectively, okay? So don't feel very bad about it if you are not able to understand it properly. Now let us come on to the diseases of heart, various diseases of heart. So the first disease which is given in your NCERT is, let us start with hypertension first. So first disease which is given in your NCERT is hypertension. ठीक है, नाउ प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हाइपरटेंशन. हाई बीपी है ना, आपके घर में बहुत सारे आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स हो गए तो उनको ज़रूर हाई बीपी का प्रॉब्लम होगा. सो आज के बाद आप उसको हाई ब्लड प्रेशर नहीं बोल के हाइपरटेंशन बोलेंगे, ठीक है. दैट इज द मोर मेडिकल नेम फॉर योर हाई ब्लड प्रेशर. सो व्हाट इज द नॉर्मल ब्लड प्रेशर इन योर बॉडी? फर्स्ट यू नीड टू नो द नॉर्मल ब्लड प्रेशर. व्हाट इज द नॉर्मल ब्लड प्रेशर इन योर बॉडी? दैट इज 120/80 millimeters of mercury. Hg, right? And now I told you that what is this 120? This 120 जो हम ऊपर लिखते हैं, this is your systolic BP, right? And this 80 is your diastolic BP. This 80 is your diastolic BP, है ना. और ये ब्लड प्रेशर हम किस में मेजर करते हैं? मैंने आपको बताया वेन्स में तो प्रेशर इतना लो होता है कई बार कि रिकॉर्डेबल ही नहीं होता है, इतना कम होता है, राइट? मतलब 5-10 ऐसे होता है वेन्स में प्रेशर. बट आर्टरीज में आपका प्रेशर होता है, राइट? आर्टरीज आर द थिंग्स इन विच हार्ट पंप ब्लड बाय प्रेशर. दैट इज वाई वी टेक द प्रेशर ऑफ आर्टरीज, right? You always remember that whatever blood pressure you are taking, that is because of your arteries and not because of your veins, right? And what is the normal blood pressure in your arteries? That is 120/80, and you always have to write the unit, right? What is the unit? mmHg, that means millimeters of mercury, ठीक है. And 120 is the systolic BP and 80 is the diastolic BP. This is the normal blood pressure range. Now let us see this chart. अब कब हम बोलेंगे कि हाइपरटेंशन है, ठीक है? हाइपरटेंशन मतलब कब हम बोलेंगे कि उस इंसान का ब्लड प्रेशर, नाउ दिस इज इन द डिजीज रेंज, दिस इज नॉट नॉर्मल. सो फर्स्ट, हेल्दी इज लेस देन 120/80. सेकेंड, थोड़ा अगर एलिवेटेड है तो भी हम लोग उसको नॉर्मल लेते हैं, ठीक है. 129 से लेकर के 80 तक अगर रहे तो हम उसको बोलेंगे कि मतलब 130/80 तक भी नॉर्मल लेते हैं. लेकिन आपके लिए प्लीज़ याद रखना, इसमें थोड़ा उल्टा सीधा दिया हुआ है. फॉर यू पीपल इट इज़ 140/90, राइट? आपका ब्लड प्रेशर जब 140 या 90 के ऊपर हो जाए तब हम कहेंगे कि दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम high blood pressure, right? इसके ऊपर is very abnormal and you definitely need to go to a doctor to see that. Now there are some diseases for which you need to take lifelong medicine and hypertension is one of them. Hypertension, hypothyroidism, heart failure, right? Clotting disorders, these are some things which you always need to take the medicine, and if you are not taking those medicines you are definitely risking your life. In fact आप medicine एकदम ही नहीं ले तो अलग है, लेकिन अगर आप ले के एक दिन छोड़ देते हैं that is very 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 dangerous, है ना? So if you have got parents or grandparents at your home who are taking who are under anti-hypertensive medicines, please tell them to keep extra dose of medicines stacked everywhere. They should not miss that medicine because that is very dangerous. It can precipitate heart attack, right? So let us move on to the next disease, which is called as atherosclerosis. Now what is atherosclerosis? In atherosclerosis is also called as CAD or coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease, right? What happens in coronary artery disease? I told you that coronary artery is responsible for supplying blood to your heart itself, right? For supplying blood to your heart itself. Now what will happen, if clotting or something starts getting deposited in its lumen? See, this is the normal lumen of your coronary artery, but what is happening here many things are getting deposited in your lumen. So what will happen because of this? Your lumen will start getting occluded, the blood which is flowing to your arteries will start getting compromised. The blood which is flowing through this coronary veins and is going to supply the heart, that will get compromised. So this is what is called as atherosclerosis, right? What is meant by atherosclerosis? Please write down, there is deposition of atherosclerosis is deposition of कोलेस्ट्रॉल. फर्स्ट थिंग इज कोलेस्ट्रॉल, राइट? आपका कोलेस्ट्रॉल हाई होगा, है ना? बहुत सारे लोगों को कोलेस्ट्रॉल हाई रहता है. व्हाट इज द मेन साइड बैक ऑफ दैट इज एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस, राइट? सो डिपोजिशन ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल. इसके अलावा आपका एनसीईआरटी कहता है फैट. कोलेस्ट्रॉल इज फैट इटसेल्फ, राइट? इसके अलावा आपका क्या क्या हो सकता है? कैल्शियम हो सकता है, फाइब्रिन हो सकता है. इसके अलावा ब्लड क्लॉट्स भी आपका कई बार यहाँ पे होने लगता है, ठीक है? ब्लड क्लॉटिंग भी स्टार्ट हो जाती है यहाँ पे. सो एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस इज मेन डिपोजिशन ऑफ फैट इन द ल्यूमेन, फैट और cholesterol in the lumen of your coronary artery. In the lumen of coronary artery is called as atherosclerosis. And it is also called as coronary artery disease because where is this deposition occurring? This deposition is occurring in your coronary arteries, ठीक है? Now what can happen due to this? You know that this can lead to some other diseases, right? This is not itself a total disease. This is a sort of condition, right? Now this condition may lead to all these things. First is coronary artery disease, ठीक है? What is coronary artery disease? जब आपका ये ब्लड फ्लो कॉम्प्रोमाइज करने लगे, ठीक है? ब्लड फ्लो को ब्लॉक करने लगे. एंड व्हाट इज दैट डिपोजिशन कॉल्ड? दैट डिपोजिशन इन योर आर्टरीज इज कॉल्ड एज प्लाक, राइट? सो एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस कैन फर्स्ट लीड टू व्हाट? फर्स्ट इट कैन लीड टू कोरोनरी आर्टरी डिजीज, ठीक है? इसमें क्या होगा? द ब्लड फ्लो ऑफ दिस आर्टरी, सी दिस इज गेटिंग कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस डिपोजिशन. Now angina, next thing which it can cause is angina pectoris or simply angina, ठीक है? This is the first stage, है ना? धीरे धीरे करके स्टेज और सिवियर होते जाता है. सो कोरोनरी आर्टरी डिजीज में बस थोड़ा सा ब्लड कॉम्प्रोमाइज हुआ है, उतना ज़्यादा अभी तक कुछ हुआ नहीं है उस इंसान को, ठीक है? दैट पर्सन में बी अपरेंटली एसिम्टोमेटिक, उसको कुछ हो नहीं रहा है. बट एंजाइना में क्या होता है? नाउ द प्लाक, the block became so big, that now the heart is not getting enough oxygen. इतना ज़्यादा उस ब्लड का फ्लो आपका ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट हो गया है that now the heart is not getting enough oxygen, and because now the heart is not getting enough oxygen to pump blood, it will still try to pump blood because that is very necessary for your body. So what will happen? In angina, that will precipitate a very bad pain in your heart, ठीक है? आपके हार्ट में क्या होगा? बहुत ज़्यादा आपका पेन होने लगेगा. Why? Because heart is not getting enough oxygen to pump blood. This condition is what is called as angina pectoris. तो actually angina pectoris में क्या होता है? There is severe heart pain, severe pain in chest, ठीक है? Severe pain in chest. सिवियर पेन इन चेस्ट, ठीक है। तो कभी आपको बहुत ज़्यादा दर्द हो रहा है, इसका क्या मतलब है, देर इज डेफिनेटली द ब्लॉकेज ऑफ योर अ ब्लॉकेज ऑफ योर कोरोनरी आर्टरी, यू शुड डेफिनेटली गो टू अ डॉक्टर, दैट इज एन दिस इज एन इमरजेंसी कंडीशन, एंजाइना, राइट। नाउ इससे भी सीवियर अगर क्या हुआ, अभी भी थोड़ा ब्लड तो बच्चे फ्लो कर रहा है, ठीक है, कुछ इनफ ऑक्सीजन नहीं पहुंच पा रहा है, इनफ ब्लड नहीं पहुंच पा रहा है, बट थोड़ा पहुंच पा रहा है। अब क्या होगा, नाउ टोटली दिस ब्लड हैज बीन ब्लॉक्ड. Now what will happen? Now this will lead to heart attack, which is also called as myocardial infarction. ठीक है, it is also called as myocardial infarction. So what happens in myocardial infarction? In myocardial infarction, there is absolutely no blood flow to your heart. There is absolutely no blood flow to your heart in an area, and that leads to death of your heart tissues. That leads to death of your heart tissues, and that is why this is very lethal, right? You know that the least generative capacity, what are the two tissues in our body which have got the least regenerative capacity? First is nervous tissue, and second is your cardiac or skeletal muscles, right? I told you about this. So because once the blood flow has been obstructed, now the heart is not getting enough oxygen, because of that it will die. And will it ever, can it ever be, the heart can be brought back to its normal condition? No, right? Once the tissues have died, it has died, right? Because of that, heart attack is a very severe condition and death may ensue, है ना। तो आपको समझ में आया कि ये तीनों में डिफरेंस क्या होता है। फर्स्ट इज कोरोनरी आर्टरी डिजीज, थोड़ा आपका ब्लड फ्लो कॉम्प्रोमाइज होता है, बट दैट इज स्टिल नॉट लीथल, दैट इज स्टिल नॉट डेडली। एंजाइना में क्या होता है, अब हार्ट का ब्लड फ्लो आपका कॉम्प्रोमाइज होने लगता है, ऑक्सीजन कॉम्प्रोमाइज होने लगता है, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट देयर इज पेन इन हार्ट, बट स्टिल देयर इज सम ब्लड फ्लो टू हार्ट, बिकॉज ऑफ इट अभी भी मायोकार्डियल डेथ नहीं होता है। बट जब इतना ब्लॉकेज हो जाए कि आपका हार्ट को बिल्कुल ही ब्लड नहीं मिल पाए, एंड द टिश्यूज स्टार्ट डाइंग एंड देयर इज डेथ ऑफ टिश्यू विच अकर्स, देन इट इज कॉल्ड एज मायोकार्डियल इन्फार्क्शन और हार्ट अटैक। सो ऑब्वियसली आपको इन दोनों केसेस में सिवियर पेन होगा, इन दोनों केसेस में सिवियर पेन होगा, राइट। एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस में आपको जनरली पेन नहीं होता है, ठीक है। जब आप एक्सेसिव एक्सरसाइज जब तक नहीं करें, है ना, कि आपका हार्ट का ऑक्सीजन डिमांड बहुत बढ़ जाए, तब तक जनरली एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस में पेन नहीं होता है, ठीक है। सो दीज वर द थ्री कंडीशंस। नाउ लेट अस डिस्कस वन मोर कंडीशन व्हिच हैज बीन गिवन इन योर एनसीईआरटी इज हार्ट फेलियर। हार्ट फेलियर, हार्ट फेलियर इन सबसे कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट होता है ना। यहाँ पे आपका टिश्यू डेथ हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ लेस ब्लड फ्लो, लेस ब्लड फ्लो टू हार्ट। हार्ट फेलियर कब बोलते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ एनी रीजन, वेन एवर बिकॉज ऑफ एनी रीजन योर हार्ट इज नॉट एबल टू पंप ब्लड, राइट, योर हार्ट इज फेलिंग इन पंपिंग ब्लड टू ऑल ऑफ योर बॉडी, दैट इज वॉट इज कॉल्ड एज हार्ट फेलियर, राइट। सो हार्ट फेलियर इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस और कोरोनरी आर्टरी डिजीज, एंजाइना एंड हार्ट अटैक, राइट। व्हाट इज हार्ट फेलियर? Whenever your heart is not able to pump blood, is unable to pump blood due to some reason, or fails to pump blood due to some reason, that is what is called as heart failure, ठीक है। So these were some of the different conditions of your cardiac system. Please give a बच्चों give a good reading through your NCERT. Go and solve your MCQs, because अगर आप पढ़ रहे हैं और आपने MCQs नहीं बनाया तो आपका पढ़ना बेकार है, ठीक है। You must solve MCQs, you must study your NCERT and remember whatever is written in your NCERT, ठीक है। With this we come on to end on this chapter. I hope आपको कुछ भी समझ में आया। You can comment your doubts जो भी आपका पूरे chapter में होगा in the comment section. I will definitely try to resolve those. Okay, thank you so much.